Hello and welcome to THR India. I am Vishal and today we're going to be talking about Kamal Haasan's Thug Life. On a conceptual level, there are themes and layers within the film that truly fascinated me. But on an emotional level, it remained distant and unaffecting, almost to the point where you switch off entirely. That's my short review of Thug Life. Now on to a more detailed review with mild spoilers. When Mani Ratnam got together with Kamal Haasan for Nayakan more than 38 years ago, we got a Nallavara Kettavara conflict that would go on to dominate all of Tamil cinema for years to come. In their reunion, we get the Nallavara Kettavara conflict at the core of it, but over here, it isn't just limited to Kamal Haasan's character Shakti. It extends to Amaran as well, played by Simbu. Mani Ratnam has already toyed with the concept of duality, especially in his earlier films like Iruvar, Ravanan and most recently Kadal. And just like in those films, there is no easy or obvious answer as we try to analyze if either Amaran or Shaktivel are good or evil. On a surface level, it's a movie that is particularly more loyal to Shaktivel. We see him as this man who has this roaring affair, but we also see another side that makes him a doting husband. On one hand, we see him call Amaran his adopted son, but he's quick to doubt his intentions the very first time he feels like Amaran has left his side. And when the daughter he loves so dearly says he's in love with his colleague's son, she's afraid if caste will be reason enough for Shaktivel to go against her. So when Shaktivel repeatedly claims that he did not kill a very important character, we are trained to not believe what he's saying. He could be lying for all you may know. Shaktivel is a fascinating character, a tragic figure who probably bears resemblance to Ashwatthama from the Mahabharata. Right from the start of his story, we are told that his survival came at the cost of his mother's death. Years later, it's not Shaktivel who saves the life of a young boy during a police raid. It's the boy that ends up saving him. Did Shaktivel even care for this boy, or was he simply using the boy as a life jacket? Even in an instance where there are people who are trying to kill Shaktivel, he realizes that his yet to be born grandson has died almost at the exact moment when he was meant to die. In other words, death is as good as a lifelong companion to Shaktivel, perhaps his only friend. And like Ashwatthama, immortality isn't as much a boon for Shaktivel as it is a dreaded curse. Imagine having to see death from up close so many times that you wonder why you've been spared for so long. In a life full of crime, staying alive becomes his biggest punishment. This is also why a film like Thug Life feels so dense on a conceptual level and can become especially alienating as an action film about succession. We find ourselves struggling to find emotional hooks with any character in the film, and we engage only at an abstract level. So when the film moves into the space of the adopted son taking on his father, we're not wrong to expect a highly intense drama about how painful that must be for the both of them. But with Thug Life, we're only watching the proceedings from a safe distance as though neither of them matter to us. Again, on a conceptual level, imagine one of our finest directors like Mani Ratnam making a film with actors like Kamal Haasan and Simbu that deals with the Oedipus complex, with the son wanting to kill his father to be with his mother. But even this is explored only as one of the many deeper layers the film wants to get to without giving it the time or the depth it takes for it to be truly about it. Putting it simply, imagine how incredible it must have been to see a film in which both Shaktivel and Amaran realize how they have both been destined by death to be together, uniting them as many times as death separates them. But by this point, it's a film that's coming together better in the head than it does in the heart. And you continue to feel this right through Thug Life despite the great performances, despite A.R. Rahman's experimental score and some of Ravi Chandran's stunning shots. It might have been disappointing given the expectations riding on a Mani Ratnam Kamal Haasan collab, but it's a film that requires a few more viewings to fully understand what any of us feel about it. That's it for my review of Thug Life. If you like this review, please hit like and subscribe to the Hollywood Reporter India.